I received a notification from the military. Fishermen had caught a mermaid in the deep sea. Unexpectedly, this triggered a war between land and ocean. Ancient texts and myths call this creature a sea demon. In the 21st century, I prefer to call them water people. Biologists found a pearl on the neck of the corpse. They speculated it served as an ID card for water people. It stored complete biological information. With current human technology, only a pile of calcium carbonate could be detected. Following the general's orders, soldiers returned the pearl to its place, since another civilization existed under the sea. No aggressive actions were allowed for caution. Before leaving, I looked at the water person suspended in mid-air. I felt uneasy, but I was just a low-level clerk. I could change nothing. All I could do was secretly pray for it. The general decided to represent the country. As the first human to attempt communication with the ocean civilization, the research team developed a translation system based on the water person's vocal organs, although still in testing. Simple communication was possible.
Well, I think they heard that.
What was that, sir?
A translation pulse. We said hello.
The sea remained calm, but our greeting had surely been received. All that remained was to wait for their response. As soldiers prepared to turn off the lights and rest, danger silently approached in the warehouse storing the water person's body. A sergeant and a private were on watch. They thought they were just guarding a corpse. Nothing could go wrong. Monitors around the perimeter would alert them to intrusion. Unexpectedly, the attack came from underground. The sergeant went to pour a cup of tea and noticed the ground underfoot had become wet. They didn't think much of it at first. The private reached for the radio, but the ground suddenly gave way beneath him. The sergeant rushed to save him, pulling him through the wet soil, but it was never enough. He grabbed the radio to call for backup. The water people made no further moves. Their goal had been achieved. Humans had killed their kind. 2 lives were taken as repayment. To them, it was reasonable. Alarms sounded. Soldiers rushed to the warehouse, but it was empty. I noticed a bulge in the corner of the wall. I pulled it, and a whole chair came out. The general lifted the radio, calling the soldiers' names. Static hissed through the device, but the sound came from beneath our feet. The general lay on the ground, calling their names again. He confirmed the worst suspicion. Biologists speculate that water people were born before humans. The Earth then had no land, the world fully covered by water. Later, the water people fell asleep. Land emerged, humans evolved from apes, gradually becoming the planet's dominant species. Now the water people had awakened. Conflict for living space was inevitable. No one wished for war. Peace was preferred, except for the military. This operation also involved the United Intelligence Task Force, originally created for extraterrestrial encounters. Water people weren't aliens, but the essence of the event was no different. I was just a clerk in the transport department, but a system error misidentified me as a special agent. Before I realized it, I was drawn into the mission's call.